What has been happening in the field of AI in the past 2 years is nothing short of extraordinary. I myself have been in the field for about 10 years, and the past two have been the most exciting, a bit scary, but mostly stunning time in my work career. Every day I wake up and I'm so amazed by all the new tools, all the new agents that are coming out, and all the new possibilities that are presenting themselves to us. Today, I'm extremely happy to announce TeamGPT 3.0. The product that we have been building for the past 2 years is maturing with one more version, and I'm very excited to tell you what we have learned in the past 2 years about the industry, about our users, which are now counting more than 50,000, and about the future of AI and what are the workflows that we will need to be solving from here on. Welcome to the TeamGPT 3.0 keynote. My name is Ilya, and I'm co-founder and CEO of TeamGPT. I used to be a professional competitive mathematician before entering the field of data science and machine learning in 2016. It was a super exciting time back then, and we were all training models and we were preparing for this future of AI. I've built a couple of businesses and have taught millions of people how to use AI and how to train AI models. 2 years ago, we embarked on the journey of building a future of work product, which we called TeamGPT back then. And I'm beyond thrilled to be talking about it today. TeamGPT has a simple mission. We help companies adopt AI in whatever shape or form this comes. We create tutorials how to use AI. We create online courses which teach people how to use this technology. We also have a very cool software, I would say, teamgpt.com, where people can create accounts and they can use our AI workspace to integrate with their project knowledge for different projects and solve their marketing workflows. We are a US-based company, Silicon Valley backed, and we're really excited to be shaping the future of work with this product. So what have we learned for the past 2 years? Some of you who are watching right now maybe remember when we were just 5-6 people starting this crazy idea 2 years ago. We found the domain teamgpt.com for $10. We bought it, and it was as GPT-4 was coming out, people were still unsure about how the field will progress. And then we came up with this super simple product, TeamGPT version 0, I guess. A workspace where you could collaborate with your teammates, you could order your chats and folders and subfolders, and you could share prompts with your colleagues. Very quickly, this software became leading in its category. It was one of the first collaborative software for using AI models. We had and still have support for OpenAI, Gemini, Anthropic, and any other model, including custom models deployed on your own servers. 6 months after we started, we realized that we had built all of this wrong. We didn't know where the field was going, so all the technologies that we had used were the wrong ones. All the decisions that we were making in the early days, they were wrong by definition, and we set out to rebuild the whole software, and that's when we released TeamGPT 2.0. It was a new and improved version of our software, fully compliant, deployable everywhere, with some more design involved in it. But yet, at this point, we had only about, I would say, 20,000 users. So we were listening to them and we were trying to navigate the field. About a year and a half further down the line, we have reached TeamGPT 3.0. TeamGPT 3.0 is our best version yet, and we have incorporated all of the feedback that we have received from our users across these 2 years. Also, we're much more aware of the trends. We're much more aware of what is possible and what is not possible with this technology. And we're extremely happy to bring this to you. If you've been following us, you know that we're building in public, so you can check out all these articles about how we reached our first 10,000 users, how we reached our first 25,000 users, how to do this with a team of 5 people. We're 25 right now, but also how we raised money from Silicon Valley without being Silicon Valley insiders. All of this is well documented, and I'm happy to tell you about it. Just follow me on LinkedIn. I had to say it, I had to plug it in. What did we learn? One of the main assumptions that we had in the beginning as people from the industry was that the cost was gonna just go down. And this happens with every piece of technology. You have the new tech, it's extremely expensive in the beginning, and as time goes by, this technology becomes cheaper and cheaper. The same has happened with AI models. In fact, prices of GPT-4 intelligence have fallen 1,000 times for 2 years. For 2 years, 1,000 times cheaper. Of course, now we want more intelligence and we want to deploy it simultaneously in different places. We want to run some agents on the background. So our hunger for AI is becoming bigger and bigger. But the reality is that the core technology is becoming cheaper and cheaper. And we're already seeing this. Going forward, the costs will just go down. So the question for people like us, and hopefully for people like you, is how can you use this technology knowing that essentially it will cost zero in a couple of years? How can you use it to improve your work life? How can you use it to automate different workflows? When it comes to ChatGPT itself, and ChatGPT, absolutely revolutionary product. Everybody from the industry agrees that this was the leap forward that everybody in data science, machine learning was waiting for. And OpenAI did it in this spectacular way with ChatGPT. So here is a graph of how they were releasing different models and the growth of ChatGPT users over time. Back in March 2023, they released GPT-4, and then for quite some time, nobody cared outside of, I would say, the tech-savvy people. They're the adopters. Then GPT-4 Turbo came out. It's much faster, much cheaper. Then GPT-4o came, 4o Mini. Then we had o1, which is one of the models that can think, so they're reasoning models. Then we got O3 and so on and so forth. Deep research is a technology. Now, going forward, the models will become smarter and smarter, and we're at the point where the ChatGPT users are about 500 million people. So around the world, 500 million people have tried the technology. So we're still early days. I expect that this technology will be adopted for the next 10 to 15 years, maybe 20 years. It will take a lot of time to be adopted. And the question is, who are going to be the first people to adopt the technology and take advantage of it? Without fear-mongering too much, it is clear that many professions will cease to exist. And they will be changed by something. Maybe by other professions, maybe by people using AI. As they say, people who use AI will take your job, not AI itself. But it is one of the biggest shifts in knowledge work ever. And one thing is for sure, if you're from the first ones to get acquainted with technology, to start using the technology, to explore the boundaries of this technology, you will be set much better for the future than if more time goes by before fully committing to it. What have you learned from our users? When I co-founded this business with my co-founders, we knew that how whatever hypotheses we have, whatever we think about the industry, the users will tell us what's going on and why is this useful to them. So we incorporated this feedback button in our platform, and every day we receive dozens of different, sometimes hundreds of different tickets from people who are giving us feedback, and they're saying, we hate this, we love this, please fix this, this is crucial for my work, and this is how we inform our decisions. We have heard from so many of you, and we're extremely grateful for all the effort that you have put to provide your feedback in these instances. We remain committed to listening to our users and learning what is possible with this technology. Now, apart from this, we are very data driven. So we follow a lot of metrics, we measure a lot of interactions, and we also do a lot of surveys. One of the things that we did recently was we asked our users, not are you happy with TeamGPT or what do you want us to build or anything like this. We asked them, how disappointed will you be if you could no longer use TeamGPT? And the reasoning was we followed this methodology from Superhuman and Rahul Vohra, and the reasoning is you should listen to the people who cannot live without your product. 63% of our users said, "Oh, we will be extremely disappointed. Please don't take this away from us." And then we're like, "Okay, great. Thanks for saying this, but why?" And across the board, we analyzed the data, we segmented, and we found that industry didn't matter. It didn't matter if you're a C-level executive, if you're a founder, or if you're an individual contributor or an intern. It didn't matter. It didn't matter where you're based. No matter if you're in the US, Germany, Australia, India, it didn't matter. The value that people were getting out of the software was pretty much the same. So to us, the question was, what does matter at the end of the day? And we found that the function within the company is what matters for real. Our software is extremely useful, it seems, to marketing people, operations people, consultants, and engineers. We believe that softwares like TeamGPT are universally useful across the company. However, we decided that for us to be as useful as possible, we need to take the biggest group of people which is happy with our product and make them absolutely delighted. We want to nail every piece of the experience for these people. And that's why we decided to make marketers extra happy. And from today, TeamGPT 3.0, is going to be fully focused on marketing teams, marketing departments, in-house marketing teams, marketing agencies, and marketers overall who want to automate their work, who want to use AI for their work, who want to leverage this technology for their marketing workflows. I imagine that in the next 10 years, we will be expanding to other parts of your company. But to start with, we want to make you marketers extremely happy, delighted. We want you to not go to work and open TeamGPT as your go-to workspace for doing your work. Now, what is this software? I'm super happy to make a short demo of what we have built and how we have improved our software to make it more useful to you. Okay, so normally I wouldn't go through the onboarding, but I think it's a very, very important part, especially in the era of AI. Our onboarding would ask you to name your workspace, and then it would ask you a series of questions. Let's say I'm director. Let's say I'm on the marketing team. I am kind of. I'm using Ahrefs, Google Analytics, Google Drive, Notion, Jira, Slack, Trello. And then our system will take all of these answers, and based on them, we'll create a couple of different projects inside the workspace. So in this case, it already knows what kind of work I'm focused on. So I'll go for the A/B testing, which I'm kind of into. I'll do SEO and campaign strategy. Okay, I'll skip inviting people. You should not. And then we can start by creating a prompt. And it's ready. So also my first prompt has been created. And it's done. I have been fully onboarded to TeamGPT. I also have one prompt which will create a marketing strategy for a product and which is unspecified. Let me try to apply this prompt. Doing I will be promoting TeamGPT. And as you can see, we're already in the platform. We have one prompt created, and and this prompt is pretty good. It's just based on the information I gave it during the onboarding. And as you can see, this is a marketing plan for the launch of TeamGPT. If I had provided even a tiny bit more information, this would be a much more tailored experience. Now, so as we create our account in TeamGPT, we already know that there is a chat interface. There is this prompting functionality, prompts with variables as well. And also, this prompt, in this case, the marketing plan for the product launch, this is a reusable prompt. It's already in my prompt library together with other prompts that we have curated for you. And I can also invoke it from here where I can see all my prompts. I can create new prompts like this, or I can also use the prompt builder that we kind of use in the onboarding, just a tiny glimpse into it. And you no longer need to prompt. This comes with our software. You no longer have to think about prompting. This is our job to make it as easy and as pleasant as possible for you. Now, another key capability of TeamGPT is that this document, this chat, you want to use it in some other way, and we have this ability to turn it into a page. So I'll just turn it into a page, and a new page is opened. As you can see, my initial chat is still here. I can continue it. Give me some more ideas. I can continue the chat like this, while I can also work on the page. Let's say I don't need most of the executive summary. I can delete it, or uh, I can also edit bits of the text with a prompt. Let's say add two more properties, and then I can insert them below. So everything in TeamGPT has reimagined how we normally work. You start from a chat, you don't have to prompt, you just need to know what you're trying to achieve, and then you can get these amazing results. Later, you can edit this text in whatever shape or form you prefer. The good prompts, they're saved in the prompt library. If you need some new prompts, the prompt builder is there for you. If I don't want this bit, I can always remove it, and I can have a clean, nice chat where I can focus all my attention to. In this case, by default, we're using GPT-4o, but together with your TeamGPT account, you would have access to the latest models. We have cherry-picked the ones that we use the most and we think are the industry-leading right now, which are called Claude, Anthropic's models, and OpenAI models. But you can also add your own models from the settings, and you can add whatever models you need. Also, feel free to text us if you want DeepSeek or something like this. In my workspace, my normal workspace, I have all of them. Now, what else comes with your TeamGPT account? You have the chats, you have the pages. I have also a gallery. Now, something I want to show you are the projects. So they're private projects and shared projects. In the beginning, as we were getting onboarded, a couple of projects were created. And let's say I want to go to the A/B testing project. The A/B testing project is basically a place where you can start new chats, and all of these would be under the A/B testing. Now, where it becomes really interesting is that you can edit the knowledge of this project. So right now it has just some info and instructions. I'll go to it. And as you can see, it has the info instructions. I can provide example outputs. I can provide links, files, and I can also connect different data sources. So for instance, let's say I want to A/B test this page. I can just copy the link to the page and I can provide it as a link over here. And it's automatically added to the input. And I would say, by the way, the project information, it has been um, um, set up as an assistant. You're an expert A/B testing strategist, so it knows everything it needs to know about my company, about what we're trying to achieve, about what we're focusing on, and I can just add, can you please give me ideas what to A/B test? And I don't need to prompt anymore. It already has all this information about my company. It's already giving me very, very clear ideas for a software like mine based on the page that we have provided it with. Now, let's say I want to give me heading in tests, and then it would use this context, and then it would even provide specific um, suggestions really based on my business and what I'm trying to achieve. Now, same applies for every new project. You can create a new project like this. You just give it a project name. Let's say LinkedIn promo posts. This is something that I sometimes do. And I'll click create a project. Creating a new project would allow me to modify its project information. And I can go like, my goals are to create more content for LinkedIn, to lead generate, and sell our software TeamGPT. Save. Now I can also click the magic font and it's gonna take all my workspace data. It's gonna take everything it knows about me and it's gonna create a very, very prominent instruction and information about how to actually do this. As you can see, it's a very, very detailed instruction. Now, something else I would really like to do is I'll go to my LinkedIn profile and I will find some posts that I have posted before. I will then use these posts to train it in a bit, to give it some examples of how I like my post to be. So example one, okay. Example two, and okay, this is a good one. Example three. Maybe I need some thought leadership, some kind of thought leadership post. Ah, there you go. Okay, save. Now from here on, the AI knows the project instructions. It also has the example outputs. From here on, I can be very, very vague with it, and I can say something like, um, I'll put an image and I'll say write a post promoting TeamGPT 3.0. And it will know it's about LinkedIn. It will know how I write, and it will have all this extra information about my business, about my workspace, about everything. And as you can see, this post is like literally there was no prompt. The prompt was write a post, and it did a very, very good job doing it. Maybe you don't want the hashtags, maybe you don't want these things. You just go here and you're like, never add hashtags. Okay, and then you can go again and do another post. and it's not gonna add the hashtags. This is the real strength of these projects, or as we call them, assistants. You can do a bunch of other stuff with TeamGPT. However, the real value comes when you're collaborating. And I will go to our usual workspace and I will show you how this looks like. I have the chats of all my colleagues. I can Voltaire is one of the names we're considering right now. But as you can see, one of my colleagues is chatting over here. I can come in, I can see the chat, I can understand the context. I can see even the files that have been added. For instance, for TeamGPT 3.0, over here we have a number of different context snippets that have been added. As you can see, my team has been working heavily on this launch, and I can come in here and I can just say, what is this campaign about? And then I can receive all this knowledge just from the fact that this project is a shared project which we're collaboratively expanding on. Sometimes it's taking a bit more time because when it's going through so much information, it takes a bit more time, but it's no biggie. Core positioning, 3 phases, launch week, there will be a post launch, and so on. Finally, final thing I want to show you is our tools section, and we're very committed to experimenting, to seeing different things. We have tools like the prompt builder. We have tools like the YouTube video navigator, where I can take any let's see, YouTube. I can come here, I can paste a link, and I can navigate through the video. I would get a summary of this video. I don't have to watch the video, I can get a summary. I can navigate through the video. I can see a transcript. I can generate the key points of this video. And if I wish, I can later save them and reuse them in the rest of the platform. We also have a couple of other agentic tools that we have created just for marketers. We have the social media post generator, which allows you to personalize each of your posts depending on the social media. We have the marketing plan generator as well. And we have many more tools that we'll be bringing out. Each week, we'll be bringing at least one tool out, and all of them will be focused on marketing workflows. So if you have your workflows that you want us to solve, we can definitely do that for you. So this is the long story short demo of TeamGPT, but I have to say I'm using it every day for all kinds of different use cases, and it's really the best way for you to experience TeamGPT is to create an account. You get a couple of weeks for free, and then you can just experience how powerful this software is. It looks, especially when you see it like this, it looks like it's not such a big deal. However, there's so many capabilities which are kind of inside of it, and you will love them as you explore them. Hi again. We're joined here by John Oz, one of my good friends from the marketing community. I've been following John on LinkedIn for the past 5 years. I've learned so many things from his posts online, and then I've always loved to just text him and ask him about a new marketing idea, new SEO tactic, or now new geo tactic as well. So I'm super happy that John agreed to be a part of this. Hi, John. How are you?
Ilya, I'm great, my friend. Thank you for your kind words as well. I know that pronouncing my full surname is always difficult. I know that you didn't try to do that.
I intentionally avoided it.
I know, I can feel it. Thank you for having me here.
Thanks, John. So John has been as a context. John has he's a multiple times founder. Right now, he has an agency or more than one. And John, can you tell us a bit about what you do on a daily basis, maybe at House of Growth?
Yeah. So the House of Growth is my content and SEO agency. I am the solo founder of it. On a daily basis, what I'm doing is right now I'm more into client relationship side of things. I'm managing the relationship with the clients and I oversee the strategy of an agency. But before this role was different. I don't know if it's a good time to mention it right now, or should I get into it later on? But yeah, mainly client relationship, living and breathing the SEO, or people say GEO strategies, and transfer that knowledge to my team.
Thank you. So John, you're one of our first clients, and you've been using TeamGPT for quite a while, and that's why we invited you here. What was the problem that, speaking in these startup terms, what was the problem that you were trying to solve for yourself when you were coming to our software, and what are the problems you're solving today with TeamGPT?
Yeah, so my number one problem is, and I'm sure that you're going to feel me as a founder, is when you're a founder of a business, there is no one else that cares more about your business than you, right? So being in the service business, for me, it was always so important that I do a great job at delivering the service. And that means that I have to be everywhere because I'm the one who's studying what's happening, researching something all the time. So my problem was that how do I scale this? How can I transfer my knowledge to my team so that I can go to bed comfortably knowing that my knowledge is transferred and my teammates are using this even when I'm not there 100% all the time. So that was my biggest issue in the past. I've created SOPs using different tools so that I would, educate my team on it. But then the issue was like, how do I know that they're gonna follow this, right? Um, and I can give like an example of creating content briefs, for example. I am very picky when it comes to creating the way I create briefs. I have my own ways of doing it. So I was like, I cannot create 200 briefs or like 150 briefs. Like I need to be doing it 24/7. And anytime somebody creates a brief, I would go and check and fix it. Hey, this is how you do it. This is how you do that. But I was looking for a way that there is going to be a structure of a flow where I know that the way I do brief, I can copy my knowledge base, and then everyone in my team is going to be using the same format, right? So that was one of the big problems that I had, that I was able
By
to.
the way, sorry for interrupting you, but your content briefs are so good that I've actually taken a couple of your briefs, and this is how we do briefs as well right now with an AI assistant, an AI project that we've configured with your guidelines for brief creation. So they're really good, guys.
That's great to hear. I mean, it makes me feel good because if I wasn't using the software, right, I had to be everywhere. Now I am not fully automating the process, but I'm making sure that there's a human in the loop and my knowledge is transferred to my whole team. And this is very important as an agency owner because one, you know that your knowledge is transferred and the quality of work is not going to go down. Two, you're empowering your other people to do more, right? So it helps you to do more while keeping the profitability high as well. So for me, this was like very important.
When you say you are keeping the profitability high, can you share some specific results? Like, I don't know if you're measuring it, or if you can share some kind of productivity gains. This is actually return on investment, ROI, in our industry is so hard to quantify. How are you thinking about this? How are you measuring it?
Yeah. So for me, the main way I look at it is, let's say that one person is serving to three clients. Now, like if I empower a content strategist with the workflows, like how many more clients that he or she can serve, right? Um, and the way we use the software, we use it more on the content briefing and researching side of the things, right? So at the peak of an agency, we were doing 160 articles per month without having an extra overhead, right? And the biggest reason for that is because before I had to spend a lot of time on the content briefs, right? People would create, and then I would still go back and edit and do like my micromanagement issues would go crazy, and we would need to hire more and more. So because of having my flows built into TeamGPT, now we can do more per head, and that's the biggest productivity gain for me.
Okay. Um, so to sum up, it's basically you're transferring your knowledge to the software. This is getting distributed to your team, and also it's increasing the number of articles, the output at the end of the day, because you can be in more places at the same time, thanks to AI.
Yes, yes, especially on the research side of things. Like we're heavily using the platform on content briefing, content research, and entity optimization, right? So before I would do these things manually and I would spend a lot of time, or I would train people. Like I would spend one-on-one time and train them. Now I still spend one-on-one time, but it's way less because I've built like we built this flow so that now I don't need to spend that much time to onboard, right? So that's a game changer for me. It frees up more time for me. I can go and do marketing. I can go on run other business.
Actual marketing, yeah, not only
Yeah,
talking about this transformation, so how has your role, so imagine John in 2023, no AI, or a little bit of AI here and there, um, and versus John in 2025, how
yeah,
has your role as an agency owner changed?
yeah. Well, first of all, I lost weight. As if you go back and watch 2022 or 2023 videos, you would see a difference. Joke aside, how my role changes before I was so into client work that I wouldn't really have much time doing other things, right? And my goal was always, how do I build a lean team and run a profitable agency? That was always my goal. And the reason why I wanted that is because if I have a lean team and if it's a profitable agency, I can take that cash flow and build other businesses because I've learned how to increase my productivity with AI workflows. So I was like, I want to build this lean and profitable agency and I want to go and run other businesses. And today I'm living that life, right? So I have House of Growth. I have another agency called Restart. I have my advisory roles. So it freed up a lot of time for me and also gave me the cash flow that helps me to go and do and run other businesses. And what am I going to do for my next agency? I'm going to use exactly the flow that I've learned by like having a human in the loop and the AI to enable my team to be more productive. I'm going to use the same playbook there as well.
Yeah, man. When I created the online course last year, I was always saying, do you want to be stuck? Do you want to be left behind doing the boring work, or do you want to focus on creativity and on the stuff that really matter to you, while leaving the AI do all the boring stuff? So I'm really happy for you that you're chasing this dream of yours, I guess, to do whatever is interesting to you at this point in time.
No, thanks a lot, and thank you for enabling us to do this. And I know that you're going to help other agency owners to do this thing. And I thank you for creating the software. And it's freeing up some time for me.
Thank you. We've been as we were creating the software, we have asked you multiple times what you will do better, and we have been changing it with you in mind, you in particular, John, right? But we are really, really committed to working with other agency owners and marketing teams overall in bigger companies to solve their specific workflows, because we believe that marketing is one of the places where AI can have the biggest difference, and we're really excited to shape this together.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited to see what's going to happen this year and next year as well.
John, thank you so much for joining our keynote, and talk to you later.
Yeah, thank you, my friend, and speak to you soon.
Thank you. Great. And now my favorite part, our product roadmap. The vision for our product has always been this future of work product. And as you can see on the slide, when we were fundraising, we put this image, which was this futuristic software, and we didn't know exactly how it's going to look like, but we knew a couple of things. We knew that we want people to go to work and to open our software. We knew that the work will change completely upside down, and the new software of the future will be AI first. They will be leveraging all of these models and this technology, and they will be using all of your existing data as inputs so that better workflows can be created. The second thing was super clear to us was that everybody deserves the chance to learn how to use this technology. And at the beginning of the era of AI, this will be about education. And you want you and your whole team to use this technology well, to use it with the best practices. And we think that it's a big part of our mission to understand, to read the papers, to know all the research, to experiment with the tools, and then to give you the final result of our efforts in the form of a product that you can simply use, learn how to use it, and then reap the benefits forever. And finally, we want to build new workflows. We want to build them from the ground up because we know that every workflow will be disrupted, and we want to help you build these workflows better for your work. Between version 2.0 and 3.0, everybody has been asking me, oh, why is it 3.0? Well, so many things have happened that it's no longer fair to the software to call it 2.0 as a year ago. Between 2.0 and 3.0, we made a lot of UX changes. We heard our users, we learned what they want from this software. We shipped projects and assistants. This is a very key part of our software right now. We've shipped more than 15 agentic tools, and we're committed to shipping more and more agents all the time that solve particular workflows. We created this concept of project knowledge where you can curate the knowledge for each of your projects or assistants and get the most out of it. We added permissions, we went through compliance procedures, SOC 2 compliance, HIPAA compliance for all the enterprise folks. We improved our text editing. We called it Pages 2.0. Very soon, there will be Pages 3.0 as well. It's a part of the roadmap. We shipped a new way of searching throughout all your projects and documents. We have been maintaining all of the key large language models, and we have been adding them to the platform. As soon as a new model arrives, we try to add it to the platform within a week. We've created a prompt builder because many of you wanted to go through an agentic workflow which creates the prompts rather than prompt yourselves. We shipped the file upload capability. Imagine 2.0 didn't have file uploads because that was so long ago. It didn't have web browsing. Now we have all of this. I'm very excited about our deep work mode. You can split your screen. You can be in two chats simultaneously. You can test different models and their outputs. You can also create other types of deep work experiences. We integrated with your favorite tools, Google Drive, SharePoint, OneDrive, Notion. Very soon, through MCPs, we're going to be connecting to literally every other data source out there. We've improved our adoption reports. We've allowed for self-service onboarding with a lot of magic inside of it so that your colleagues can onboard seamlessly to the platform. We have a notification system and task management for your chats. If you want to manage your tasks now, this is also possible. And so many tiny performance improvements, 2 pixels here, 2 pixels there. We have been trying to make this as delightful as an experience as possible. Now, what is gonna come for us in the next, let's say, 2-3 months? In the next 3 months, 3 to 6 months, we'll be building as many agentic tools as possible for your marketing use cases. We've already built a social media post generator, which knows that you're going to be posting on social media. You get a nice preview, and all of this is inside your AI workspace. If you create a new campaign, we create this campaign briefer. And we have a ton of others, competitor analysis tools, we have ACO optimizing tools, AI humanizer we call it, GEO for if you want to rank on ChatGPT and so on. And all of these are coming out of our understanding of marketing overall, and also from whatever our design partners have been telling us, like John. Education is a very, very big one, which is also coming for us. We are coming from this educational background, as you know, and the first course we released, that was maybe a year and a half ago, it was a major hit. It's high time we release a new version of it, and I'll be working on it myself in the next 2 months. It will be like, hopefully, like nothing you have seen before. I'm very excited about the course. It will feel more like a game than like education, but in the process of playing, you will be learning, and you will get a certificate of completion. We believe that each person in the world will need to go through something like this once, and then they would know everything they need to know about AI. We're very excited to be the ones bringing this education to you, to your company, and to your friends and family. And finally, what else is next for us? Well, more agents. Like, it's clear that agentic workflows, agentic tools, and agents overall will dominate a lot of the work in the future. We have the interest, capacity, capability to build all of these agents. The question is, what agents need to be built? What are the real use cases that you want us to build? And I would like to invite you to join us and start using our software, TeamGPT 3.0. Start using the software and tell us, what are you missing? We know that the software is really, really great, but we want to know what else needs to be built there, and we will build it. We will build it. If you need it and you're willing to set aside some of your time to inform us, we will be more than happy to solve your marketing workflows. We would like to extend an exclusive offer for you. 3 months free when you commit annually to TeamGPT. Sounds like a marketing stunt, but what is more important for me as someone who is building this product is that we would like you to commit for 1 year of using our product, TeamGPT, and to giving us feedback. We would like you to become a design partner who uses the platform, tells us what they want, and we will build it. The state of technology is so good that we can create new capabilities, we can create new features, new agents extremely fast, but we want to know what are they. So to me, it would be extremely exciting if you, your marketing team, or your whole company starts using TeamGPT and commits to providing us with feedback for the next 1 year. And next time when we announce TeamGPT 3.0, 4.0, or maybe we're gonna change our name and we can announce it under a different name, it will be with your feedback, solving your problems, and hopefully it will be one of the best, if not the best, product in the world for solving marketing workflows with AI. Thank you so much for spending this time during this keynote, and I'll be very, very excited to talk about product with you. Thank you.